You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible.
Friends, let me be very brief. My time is of the essence because I have many miles to travel before I sleep. I must be in Washington, D.C. this evening. Friends, Dr. King reminds us that the truest measure of the person is not where you stand in times of comfort and convenience, but where do you stand in times of challenge and controversy. I promise to be brief. And these are times of challenge and controversy. We have in the White House a person who does not respect the humanity of the people that we represent. We have in the White House a person who is ruthless and lawless, and I am a person who believes that such a person should not occupy the White House in the United States of America. So I'm here with you today because I know who you are. You are the organization. I'm a part of you. I'm a life member and a diamond member. You're the organization that filed Shelley versus Kramer and Burroughs versus Jackson to allow us to outlaw restrictive covenants and live in neighborhoods where we couldn't live prior to those cases being litigated. You litigated, and successfully I might add, Brown versus the Board of Education. If the truth be told, we eat where we eat, we sleep where we sleep, and we live where we live because of the NAACP. And I believe that we are people who are committed to the cause of justice. We are people committed to the notion that if you tolerate hatred and bigotry and racism, you will perpetuate it. We are people who are here to end hatred and bigotry, and because we want to end it, we have to do what few others are willing to do, and that is take on the President of the United States of America. This is what the NAACP's mission is. Now, I love the NAACP, and I believe you do too. If you love it and you know it, why don't you stand up and show it? Let's hear it for the greatest human rights, civil rights organization on the planet Earth that's going to do what's necessary to protect decency, who's going to do what's necessary to protect civility. We are the NAACP. We will be heard. We will stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. God bless you and thank you.
Mr. Chair and delegates, the NAACP was founded, as you all know, on the notion that you don't convict and punish somebody before there has been a trial. With that in mind, what I've proposed and what has been formally submitted is that we strike the language from the penultimate resolve clause and has committed a high misdemeanor in office because that is what would be determined after a trial. Also, in the final resolve clause, I propose striking the language that comes after trial so that it would read, be it finally resolved that Donald John Trump, by causing such harm to the society of the United States, is unfit to be president and warrants impeachment and trial. What would happen to him as a result of that trial should be left to the process.
The question has been called. Cut off debate on the emergency resolution. All those in favor, raise your voting card. Those opposed? Debate is cut. Debate has ended. We're now voting on the emergency resolution as amended. All those in favor, raise your voting card. All those opposed? The chair declares that this resolution has passed unanimously. Yeah.